CARRAGHER Last updated 12:59. The 28th of June 2018. RNZ Germany has been knocked out of the World Cup after being beaten by South Korea. It's the first time since 1938 the four-time Football World Cup winners haven't made it out of the first round. German fans worldwide watched on with despair as their team crashed and burned. Thomas Sparrow was watching the game in Berlin and joined Susie Ferguson to describe the mood there. German fans watch World Cup exit unfold. Getty Images Germany star Thomas Muel looks dejected after being eliminated from the Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup. Getty Images Marco Reus looks dejected following his side's defeat by South Korea. AP South Korea's Kim Young-gwon celebrates scoring his side's first goal. Getty Images Germany coach Joachim Löw's approach was football suicide. Football opinion: England fans will have allowed themselves a satisfied smile as Germany made a shock World Cup exit. Some of those celebrations will not be so quiet. Opportunities to laugh at German football's expense are rare. Such triumphalism should be accompanied with a warning. Remember what happened the last time a German team were eliminated in the group stages of a major tournament. It was Euro 2000. A restructure by the German Football Federation brought the World Cup 14 years later, as well as a few final and semi-final appearances in between. What has been clear over the course of three poor performances is that another rebuild of the German team is needed. Read more, *, Germany stunned, eliminated * Sweden, Mexico into last 16 * the champions who couldn't back up * Brazil beat Serbia to top group * standings, Russia 2018 FIFA World Cup Football World Cup, Russia, full coverage. Tactically, I have never seen a side with so many experienced and proven players look so exposed, consistently making the same costly mistakes. There are three major differences between the side who won in Brazil in 2014 and this one: Philipp Lahm, Miroslav Klose and Bastian Schweinsteiger. 4 years ago, Germany were able to dominate with their quality because they possessed an energy woefully lacking now. Klose's guaranteed dominance in possession was turned into goals. Schweinsteiger, at his peak, could sit in front of the defense and shut off counter-attacks. Captain Lahm's leadership, organization and pace from full-back ensured few teams were able to punish Germany on the break. Add feedback: the Germans played the same system in Russia, but lack of personnel to perform the same duties as those who retired was catastrophic. It does not matter how good your center-backs, if you lack speed and are regularly left man-for-man with attackers, you will get caught out. Mats Hummels has a great reputation and is a World Cup winner, but I have always felt he looked better with the ball than without it. Jerome Boateng is a defender I have always felt has a mistake in him. Individually, they were poor, and as a partnership against Mexico were a disaster. The warnings were there in that first game when the duo had no protection, but continued with a new center-half partnership against Sweden until the full emergency was realized with yet another defensive pairing against South Korea. The approach was football suicide. Germany went into each game believing they could impose themselves as superior players, but they were so open their obvious quality never showed. This is not an aging team playing one tournament too many. Since winning the World Cup, Germany have been Euro 2016 semi-finalists and Confederations Cup winners. They have some outstanding young players emerging, but those so influential in winning the tournament 4 years ago are only in their late 20s. Hummels, Boateng, Thomas Muel, Toni Kroos and Mesut Ozil could not have come into this competition thinking it would be their last for their country. Circumstances may dictate it has to be, especially Ozil given his poor contribution. As well as the tactical shortcomings, you have to presume there are motivation issues for so many of their elite players, possibly even the manager, Joachim Löw. Can it truly be a coincidence how the last few World Cup winners have returned with so many of the same players 4 years later and disappointed? Maybe there was a sense of Germany complacency that it would all come together once the tournament began, simply because until now it always has. What should have been the ideal blend of World Cup winning wisdom and youthful vibrancy failed to materialize. Sometimes it simply does not gel. How else do we explain Leroy Sané failing to replicate his Manchester City form for his country to such an extent many in Germany agreed with his exclusion? Something must have been wrong if a player of his talent was not shining. From an England perspective, Germany's demise is undoubtedly good news. The loss of a favourite, a historic nemesis, can only swell confidence in Gareth Southgate's dressing room. Longer term, I would be wary of being too cocky where German football is concerned. With players of the class of Sané, Niklas Süle, Julian Brandt, and Joshua Kimmich, I see the events in Russia as a bizarre aberration rather than a sign Bundesliga talent is not what it was 4 years ago.